Differentiation dy by dx equal ddx of y. D by dx means ddx of y, that is dy by dx can be written as ddx of y. Dy by dx equal ddx of y. This is what derivative of y, derivative of the variable y, derivative of the variable y with respect to WRT means with respect to the another variable x, dy by dx equal to ddx of y, which is known as derivative of the variable y with respect to another variable x. It is also known as instantaneous rate of change of y with respect to x. Instantaneous rate of change of y with respect to x. WRT means with respect to x. Instantaneous rate of change of y with respect to x. That is, if x changes, what will be the rate of change of y, which is dy by dx. Instantaneous rate of change of y with respect to x, or derivative of the variable y with respect to another variable x. Now we have to know a number of formulae in connection with differentiation. Fundamental formulae of differentiation: ddx of x to the power n equal n dot x to the power n minus 1. N dot x to the power n minus 1. Here the variable is x to the power n and the power of x, that is n, decreases by 1. So that's why power becomes n minus 1. And application of this formula is, if we do derivative of x to the power 7 or differentiation of x to the power 7, derivative of x to the power 7 equals 7 x to the power 7 minus 1 using the same formula. Hence we can write ddx of x to the power 7 is equal to 7x to the power 6. 7x to the power 6. Number 2 formula: ddx of c equals 0, where c is not a variable, c is a constant. C does not change. That's why ddx of c is 0, where c is a constant. C is a constant. ddx of c equal 0. Here c is constant, it does not change. That's why ddx of c equal to 0, where c is a constant. Number 3 formula: ddx of d by dx means ddx of c dot x to the power n. C x to the power n, product of a constant and variable. C is constant and x to the power n is variable. In that case, we can bring c outside ddx operator. So c ddx x to the power n. Here's ddx of c x to the power n is equal to, here c is constant, that c can be brought outside ddx, and hence it becomes c ddx of x to the power n, where c is a constant. Same as before, c is a constant. C is a constant. Now number 4 formula, ddx of u plus v, summation of two variables u and v. ddx of u plus v becomes ddx of u plus ddx of v. ddx of v, d by dx v. ddx of u minus v will be same as ddx of u plus v, just same as before, ddx of u minus ddx of v. Number 6 formula is important here, ddx of u dot v. U is first variable, v is second variable. First variable should be differentiated and second variable will come outside ddx. So v ddx of u plus then u will come outside ddx, u ddx of v. U ddx of v. ddx of u dot v means v is second variable, u is first variable. Second variable v comes outside ddx and u is differentiated. Then second variable and then u is brought outside ddx and ddx of v. So finally we get v ddx of u plus u ddx of v. Now ddx of u by v. V is the second variable. In the denominator we should write the square of second variable means v square. Square of second variable means v square. So whole should be divided by v square or square of second variable. Then v ddx of u minus u ddx of v. Same as ddx of u dot v in the numerator, but in place of plus we have minus. That means v ddx of u minus u ddx of v whole divided by v square. ddx of u by v. U is first variable, that's why in the denominator there should be v square. If we compare with u dot v and u by v formula, so v ddx of u plus u dot ddx of v, v ddx of u minus u ddx of v. Just there will be one difference, that is plus for u dot v and minus for u by v. And also the second formula, that is for u by v formula, it should be divided by v square. Now number 8 formula, ddx of sin x is equal cos x. ddx of sin x equal cos x and ddx of cos x equal minus sin x. ddx of cos x equal, so sin x becomes minus sin x, it should be minus sin x. ddx of tan x equals sec square x. Sec square x. ddx of tan x equals sec square x and ddx of sec x equal sec x tan x. Sec x tan x. Now sec x tan x. ddx of cot x, it will follow the same as tan x formula. That means from tan x we get sec square x, from cot x we get cosec square x, but there should be negative sign, minus cosec square x. ddx of cot x equal minus cosec square x. Then ddx of cos x equal minus, as sec x becomes sec x tan x, so cosec x becomes minus cosec x cot x. And if we return to the formula of ddx of cos x, it should be minus sin x. ddx of sin x equal cos x and ddx of cos x becomes minus sin x. And important thing is what, here we have number of trigonometric function and ddx of tan x equal sec square x, sec square x, and ddx of cot x equal minus cosec square x. ddx of cos x becomes minus cosec x cot x. And we know that for cos x, cotec x and cosec x, first letter is c. First letter is c. That's why differentiation of this trigonometric function will be negative, minus minus minus. ddx of cos x is negative, which is minus sin x. ddx of cot x is also negative, which is minus cosec square x. Then next topic is what? Number 9, and next formula is ddx of log x base e. ddx log x base e is equal 1 by x. ddx log x base e equal 1 by x. 1 by x. ddx log x base e equal 1 by x, where Log x base e is denoted by ln x, ln x in scientific calculator. Ln x and log x base 10. Log x base 10 is denoted by log x only in scientific calculator. And what is the relation between log x base e and log x base 10? Log x base e is equal to 2.303. 2.303 log x base 10. Log x base 10. Number 10 formula is ddx of e to the power x is equal to e to the power x. So if we differentiate over e to the power x, there will be no change. E to the power x will be e to the power x. So this is the one variable on which if differentiation is operated or derivative is operated, there will be no change, where e to the power x is what? Exponential of x. And formula of e to the power x is what? E to the power x is equal to 1 plus x square by factorial 2 plus x cube by factorial 3 plus x cube by factorial 3 plus dot 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 dot. And also the value of e to the power 1 or only e to the power 1 is equal to 2.718. 2.718. 2.718. Therefore, E equal 2.718. ddx of e to the power x equal e to the power x, there will be no change. E to the power x is exponential of x, and e to the power x is equal 1 plus x square by factorial 2 plus x cube by factorial 3. E to the power 1 is equal to 2.718. And what is the application of differential coefficient or differentiation in physics? So application of differential coefficient or differentiation in physics. V equal ds by dt. V equal ds by dt, where v is instantaneous velocity of a body at instant t. This is what that is, and that can be written as ddt of s, where s is the displacement. V equal ds by dt, which is known as instantaneous velocity. Not only velocity, instantaneous velocity means velocity at an instant t second. Instantaneous velocity. Instantaneous velocity. That is rate of change of rate of change in displacement in with respect to time. Rate of change in displacement. Instantaneous velocity, that is rate of change in displacement with respect to time, w or t, or with time t. With time t. ds by dt, that is change in displacement by change in time, is the instantaneous velocity, that is rate of change in displacement s with the time t. This is the first application of differential coefficient in physics. That means from displacement we can find the instantaneous velocity. If we differentiate displacement over time, then we get instantaneous velocity v. Number two application is what? A equal dv by dt. A means instantaneous acceleration, dv means change in velocity dv by change in time is dt. A equal dv by dt, which is instantaneous acceleration. Not only acceleration, it should be instantaneous acceleration, means acceleration of a body at instant t. Instantaneous acceleration. Instantaneous acceleration of a body at instant t. At instant t. That is a rate of change in velocity with time. That is rate of change in velocity. Rate of change in velocity change in velocity with time. With the time, change in velocity v of the body with time t. That is, if we differentiate velocity with respect to time, then we get instantaneous acceleration of a body at instant t. That is rate of change in velocity v of the body with time t. A equal dv by dt, which is instantaneous acceleration.